Hey everybody, this is your buddy Jim and Angelina. It's Friday, January 17th, 2014, and this will be our last report from beautiful, scenic Constantia, New York. Or as my friend John down at Tartaro Schwab Shop in Mattydale likes to say, he refers to me as Can't Stand Ya, which is the nickname that the town has given itself. Now, last night it would have been my last night reporting to you. However, I procrastinated and didn't get my ass in gear until last night, as far as moving goes. Now, my brother warned me. He said, you better get going now, because it's going to come down to it, and you're not going to be ready. And Brother Paul was dead on. So, as of Monday, I will be a conditional Masters of Science in Teaching student. Conditional meaning I didn't have the greatest grade point average when I was an undergrad. A little too much partying. Although I'm sure most of the people listening to this are innocents and they probably don't even know what the word partying means. Yeah, right. But anyway, basically I have to maintain a 3.0 average, which as tough as that would have been for me to do or actually as impossible as it was for me to try as an undergrad, it's a lot different now. A lot more on the line. I actually know what I want to be. I actually know my purpose this time. And I wanted to reach out to you guys, especially the atheists and agnostics that I know are amongst my friends. You know, call my getting into this program a coincidence if you want. Truth of the matter is, the one thing I never lost was my faith. So, and when I say my faith, I mean my faith in God and my faith in Christ. Whoa, just slipped there. A little icy out on this field. But the reason why I wanted to say that to y'all is because so many people in this day and age, in this crappy economy, we got, we don't know who the heck is our freaking president right now. He claims to be this guy, Obama, but, check back on his 2010 tax return and you'll find out that he used a Social Security card from Connecticut, a state that he's never been in. And he used a Social Security number that belonged to an old guy named Harrison J. Bunnell, who has been deceased since the 1930s. So you tell me. But, people say, well, why doesn't God come down and take care of that? Because that's not God's job. God isn't here to save us. He's here to direct us. God is all around us. He is the energy that flows through all things, yeah, just like Star Wars. But that's real. For those of you that haven't heard this before, heard my belief on it, I believe that science proves that there's, at the very least, a spiritual evolution. In the basic laws of thermodynamics, which basically stated, the basic law of thermodynamics, known as the conservation of energy and matter. Simply stated, energy and matter can neither be created nor destroyed. only transferred from one container into another, or transformed from one form of matter or energy into another form, or into another like form of matter or energy. In other words, matter changes to another form of matter, energy changes to another form of energy. And basically what that all means is that all of the energy and all of the matter that has existed since the beginning of time exists now and always will. So how does that affect you as a human being, and how does it affect my belief in a higher power, in God? Well, basically, if you think about it, human beings are comprised of both energy in the form of that of the noise that I keep spouting out of my mouth, and this awareness that a lot of us take for granted, awareness of self. That's all energy. It's not matter. Matter isn't that smart. Matter's kind of dumb. Matter doesn't think. Matter just is. Now you're saying, yeah, but you're not. You might be saying to yourself, oh, I'm not energy, I'm matter, my flesh. The thing is, you're right. The fleshy part of you that's controlled by your brain, that's controlled by what some atheists refer to as just electrical impulses. The matter, we know what happens to that when we die. It goes back into the ground. But the energy that allows you and I to think as individuals, while at the same time allowing us to move forward, smile, kiss, make love, you name it, eat, to fuel the body. Well, that energy has to go somewhere when you die. And I know atheists tend to, sorry, Ange walked behind me. I know atheists tend to think that we just go, when you die, you just go into the black, but I don't believe it. I believe that we have to, that science basically proves that there's a spiritual evolution that's inescapable. And not only in honoring my parents, but in my experience, in my own personal experience, I believe that that we were all made in God's image, which is the image of pure energy, pure thought, if you will. You know, and if we're aware enough, if we allow ourselves to see the signs, the guideposts, if you will, along the way, then things will work out. And they don't always work out perfectly. You know, there's no such thing as a perfect life. Yeah, I've heard the term charmed life before, but it's not like that. Human free will that we were gifted with by God allows us to make choices. And, you know, look at me. Most of my choices have been pretty bad. That's how I ended up 51, still not knowing what I was supposed to be doing with my life. Oh boy, here comes four-wheelers. So, if you're aware enough, if you can read the signs, we're going to pull off the side a little bit here. If you can read the signs, then you stand a chance. I mean, look at me. I had a short interaction with a 18-month-old kid, and it woke me up. It woke me up to my purpose in life, to serve to serve my fellow man, and walk behind me again, by teaching children how to think for themselves, not to think just what people tell them to think. There's an Asian saying something to the effect of a good teacher doesn't teach children doesn't teach children what to learn. They just show them the books. That's the kind of teacher I want to be. Boy, I can't believe I'm leaving this beautiful place. Isn't this amazing? The cloud formations like this. Right now, those clouds that are just above the tree line there, they're rolling across Oneida Lake. Big, fat, and fluffy. Well, those aren't fluffy. They look a little dense. But this is kind of what I wanted to show you guys. I hope y'all are having a wonderful week. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And a wonderful life. And I hope to God I pray to God that I make it to Potsdam safely without anything going wrong, horribly wrong anyway. And I hope I get the chance to report back to you guys soon. All I know is I got a ton of work ahead of me still. So, on that note, may God keep you safe and bless you all. It's your buddy Jim, signing off for the last time in Constantia, New York. Talk to you soon, I hope.